You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Total Divas After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Total Divas After Show.
Yeah. This is the jam. Ariana Andrews. Bye-bye. Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV's Total Divas After Show for Season 2, Episode 9, What Happens in Cabo. I am Kaori Takee, and I've got double D's, but not these kind of double D's.
Hello.
Those kind of double D's.
Hey.
I got Danielle Pascente next to me.
Hello.
And next to her, I've got Dale Rutledge.
Yes.
I always want to say Root, but Rut is...
I'll answer either way, really. There's a lot of double D's on this episode of Total Divas.
Oh, yeah. I was, you know,
There are.
It's inspiring looking at these women because it makes me feel that I really need to start working out in a more serious manner.
You always say that.
It's true,
You look
though.
great. Give
But,
yourself some credit.
I mean, they look just bomb-daggle.
Banging.
Oh, yeah. With the swimsuits all over this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of
Say a
course,
lot.
Brie's two friends that got to make their cameos in there.
Just like
Yeah.
creeping into every back shot. Like,
Don't 100%.
I also want a daiquiri.
Yeah.
There was a lot of drinking to be had. It
There
was
was
like
a
daiquiri after daiquiri after daiquiri.
Hey, that's what you do.
I know,
Yeah.
true.
I mean, it made me want to have a bachelorette party.
They seem to be having a lot of fun, except for Eva, but we will get there.
Yeah.
So let's start with talking about Trinity, because the show opens with a recap of what happened last week, or what we saw last week, where Trinity gets her eye all messed up because Oksana, the wrestler, knees her in the eye.
It looks so painful.
It does.
It really did when they showed pictures of her eye and it was just pitch black.
And the thing is, to add more, you know, more emphasis, they literally showed that clip 3 times and then black and white. And then
Yeah.
it's like
Slow-mo.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeesh.
oh, okay, I get it. I get it. That was painful. So she's in such pain. She finishes the match, but she has to go to the doctor, and the doctor says, yeah, your eye's messed up. You're going to be out for a while. And she's freaking out. She can't go to the bachelorette party with other girls. And yeah, so what did you guys think of this portion?
Well, can I just say that it was really sad not seeing her at the bachelorette party?
I
It
know.
felt like she needed to be there.
Would have been nice.
Yeah.
So that was sad.
She would have been a great addition to the party for sure.
Yeah. But I am happy that she's okay and that it was only 2 weeks instead of what she thought would be surgery, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, but I do wonder if how much that damaged her like future, because she was about to be the diva, perhaps, rumor has it, right?
Right,
Gail?
right.
Yeah, I mean, it was all leading up into WrestleMania, and at WrestleMania, they definitely had every single diva in the ring. So I don't know at what point that became planned or got changed from, you know, maybe being Naomi versus AJ. But yeah, I mean, it was definitely going to be something that was going to take her a little bit further. But that doesn't mean that she can't come back and get it in a little bit.
Yeah, and I hope to. I because she's such a good wrestler.
Oh, man.
She's entertaining.
Amazing, yeah.
Of the whole group, of all the Total Divas, she's definitely the best in the ring.
And she's got great moves. Like, they're very stunty.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. I
What's
mean,
the
she can
word?
do some great somersaults off the top rope, and
I just like how they kept replaying the booty pop. In her face.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how many times did they replay that clip where she's on the ring? But okay, I don't know.
I mean, it's a pretty
Booty
cool
pop,
move.
Is that?
It is a pretty
What's
cool
it
move.
called? Does it have a technical term?
shucks, what do they call that? Yeah, there is a name for it.
Okay.
It's the
It's
rear
not
view.
booty
The rear
pop.
view.
Oh, the
The
rear
rear
view.
view.
Yeah.
That's a great name for it.
Yes.
Kathy Kelly sometimes she'll do like a little butt dance, and Kathy Kelly calls it motor butting, which I love.
Another good one.
So the injury was a setback because she like
It was
we talked
fractured.
about- yeah, it was fractured, and she was on a road to getting more time at the least
Yeah.
in the WWE.
And the way the doctor described it, he was like, there's like fat and muscle stuck in your skull. I was like, whoa, why would you say that to somebody?
description.
Yeah.
The doctor said fat about 5 times too.
Like, she gets it.
I was like, let me type this out. Oh, he's saying it again and again. But yeah, she gets it. And luckily, she doesn't need to have surgery. She's only out for 2-3 weeks.
And she got to wear a real cool eye patch to the ring for a little while, too. Which probably, she wasn't into it, but I liked it.
Did they play into that at all? Any pirate theme?
No, she didn't like swing out on a rope or anything, but that would have been cool.
She was like
Just wanted to see
swashbuckling.
if they played off of it.
I'm here for me title.
That would have been really cool. They might as well have.
Next time. Next eye injury.
That's hilarious. Okay, well, she couldn't make it to the bachelorette party, but
And neither could Summer Rae.
yes, everyone did but Summer
Thank
Rae.
God.
And let's talk about Summer Rae for a bit because we only saw her for an instance.
Yep.
And Eva Marie was hanging out with, I don't remember her name, one of the management in WWE, right?
I forget. I don't
don't
remember the scene.
remember.
Oh, sorry, guys, that happened though.
She was there.
Watching really cool.
She was there with somebody, and Summer Rae walks in and says, "Hey, I hear there's a bachelor party," with her voice,
Oh, yeah.
and Eva was just ice cold, does not care.
Yeah.
Red and gold is done,
Yeah.
donezo. So, I think Summer Rae was pretty. She seemed like she didn't care. But she probably did care, or else she wouldn't have walked up to Eva Marie and like, I heard there's a bachelorette party that I wasn't invited. Are you going?
I for sure think she cares. I think
Well, she
'cause
definitely cares.
They showed too an extended version on E's website, and she talked to Fandango about it and was venting and
Oh,
how
yeah?
she felt excluded and all this stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
wow.
It's like a minute long, but it's an extended version of her venting to Fandango. So
So I guess her and Fandango are super tight.
apparently.
It's like, I just made out with you. But-
And really the whole time she was venting, she's like rubbing on whatever outfit he had on. I mean, you should all go watch
the
it.
thing is, I might have rubbed on Fandango too.
You might have. That's
If he was
true.
topless, it's like, so Fandango. What's up?
I had a problem, but I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Why would Summer Rae expect to be invited unless
That's
it was
the thing.
just part of the show? Why would you ever go? No one likes you.
No one likes
You don't
you.
get along with anyone. You haven't made an effort to be friends.
Yeah.
Where's my invite? It's probably not the right question.
Yeah.
She was super surprised, which was shocking because she shouldn't be so surprised that happened to her.
No.
But-
And would you feel right? I would just feel awkward. It's not even someone I'm really friends with. Brie and her aren't friends. They've had a scuffle.
Yeah.
They're not friends.
It was like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago that they got in an argument about flirting with
Yes.
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was Summer Rae, I'd be like, why would I go when already I have fun with Eva Marie and Brie and Natty? Definitely Natty.
down a little
It
bit.
might not be fun.
Yeah.
No.
So, Summer
Glad
Rae-
she didn't go.
Yes.
And that was really it from her this whole episode, right?
That was it.
We didn't see her again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Girl, bye. So let's talk a little bit about the bachelorette party, or most of the bachelorette party, because they go to Cabo and the first thing they do when they touch down is get some, what is it called? Soda?
Road soda?
Road sodas.
Road soda.
I never.
I've never heard that.
No, I've heard of roadies,
Yes.
but in WWE there are actual roadies, so maybe
Yeah.
that's like not a thing. But road sodas, I
Road
never.
soda.
I guess that's Nikki's thing.
Whatever you want to call it.
So-
Maybe she'd already been drinking on the plane, so she just like, started calling it whatever. It's like, give me more of that road sodas. I don't know. Who knows?
She's in the confessional still drunk, like, hey, man. Well, so they drink their road sodas, they're on the bus, and they're talking and drinking and talking about how excited they're going to be, getting messed up. And we got little Eva Marie, who's a little uncomfortable because she admittedly didn't think this through and said, you know what? I didn't realize that everyone would be drinking and not me, because she is a recovering alcoholic and she just doesn't want to touch it, or she's going to go down that path again. So this whole entire episode, we see Eva Marie, the most emotional we've seen her, in my humble opinion, in the past 2 seasons, you know, expressing that this is something she finds very uncomfortable. She's not happy about the situation, and she wasn't the life of the party at all. She was kind of like hiding in the...
Yeah, she was trying so hard to cover up the fact that she wasn't drinking. It seems like just have a mocktail or something at that point. Like, get the little juice.
Yeah.
I've had like sparkling water with a lemon in it at a party when I was like trying to cut back, you know what I mean? But people will try to pressure you, so.
No, I totally agree with you. I was thinking that too. Why is it a blatant water bottle?
Just like in the bottle still, like, come on.
It took more effort for them to put like, to rip out the label of the water
Label
bottle
of the water.
and just put like pineapple juice.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so funny. Every time one of those drink servers would enter, it was like all the cocktails on the platter and then just one water bottle. Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
So planned.
And you know, if it is the bachelorette party and she's been hiding this secret for a couple days or a couple hours, 48 hours or whatnot, I'm surprised the girls didn't ask her before, why aren't you drinking? You know, they kind of said, oh, Eva, you're the only one not drinking, but they didn't really delve into that.
There's a couple weird things I thought about this. Number one is that the very first episode of this season, or maybe it was last season, I swear she was drinking. She was drinking champagne with one of the other girls, and it was at some launch party or an initial episode that I watched. And then she went back and said that she had stopped drinking right before she got hired for this job. Did you remember hearing that?
Yeah, I remember her saying that.
So I was trying to put together the timeline of everything. I'm like, gosh, she's had this issue for so long to even not bring it up to any of the divas until now is really crazy.
I mean, when they were at the club, she was definitely like getting the drinks, but then just like sitting them on the table kind of thing. So maybe that's what she was doing at whatever that other thing was.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But I kind of want to go back and check that out now.
I was prompted to go. But because she said she had relapsed right before she got the job, so I wonder if there was any kind of spillover right when she got the job or whatever. Well, either way, she's sober now, so that's great.
Yeah, and I think the point of this storyline also was to show that Eva Marie is no longer the enemy in the Divas division.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that was a big thing.
That was the biggest point,
They all had their little heart to heart, and then you see the girls talking in the background like, I did this too, blah, blah. You don't see what they're saying, but...
Yeah, because her and Ariana had the moment last episode when they went to that party together and they kind of like mended their ways. And then this week it was definitely Brie and Nikki both being like very friendly. And Natty didn't really have much interaction with her, but definitely not anything negative. So yeah, seems like she's on the up and up. Yeah. She could just learn to wrestle. We all be happy.
I think, yeah. Or referee.
Or anything.
Or walk.
Whatever you want. But this is definitely the most I've ever liked her. I'm definitely not team Eva Marie, but... this episode did make her a little more human. Yeah, and the fact that she really stuck with not drinking the whole time. I thought this was leading to her cracking and like just having like a downward spiral kind of thing. Right. She kept it up and she left and she really didn't want to ruin Brie's time. Like she really never made it about her. She tried to just like sneak out and get out of there because it was like getting pretty intense.
But at the same time, when she did leave like that, they were like, "What? She just left. Let's go follow her."
I know. Then they left. I was like, "What?"
Left too.
That's why she left, is to not ruin what you're doing.
I actually thought also she was gonna break because when we went to commercial break, when she held on to
the shot,
yeah, I was like, "Ooh, she's gonna do it."
Did you see that thing? It was like a
no way
thing in the middle of the table, and they lit it on fire, and it just like exploded.
That was
what
awesome.
the hell was that? I want that.
I think it was tequila.
Oh, it must be something like a 151 or whatever, but
and that goes into all of those divas' bellies.
Flammable liquid.
Exactly. That's what happened. But
it was a very extravagant party that night. I mean, there was so many different things that added to it.
I mean, it was nice to see all of them bond, really.
Yeah.
And
that house was sick. When they first walk in, I was like, "What in the?" Yeah. There's like a live-in bar guy and
what
like
was that about?
Maids or something. I was just blown away. I think I saw a dog running around at some point. I'm like, "Who are all these things?"
They did so many amazing things. You know, they also went swim with the dolphins.
That was
always
super
wanted
cool.
to do.
They did not play board games.
They did. Oh, let's talk about that for a little bit because Natty.
I love Natty.
I do too.
It's so
I really
strange.
love her. She's my favorite.
I think she's becoming more and more just like comedy in there, you know, like with her pooing on the bus.
Yeah.
And then now she, you know, her paintings. Which, by the way, she put an Easter egg in there saying, "Oh, how's John doing?" to Nikki, and she's like, "Oh, I mean, I gotta send him a picture." Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. But she is not thinking about drinking.
She's the only one that was raised in the business too. So I think, you know, a lot of these other girls, they have learned to wrestle, but the Bella twins started as models. You know, Eva Marie was an ex-model. Ariane was a dancer. I mean, they all have this different background, but Natty was like raised in this very wrestling family that she just hasn't, maybe she just never broke out of that, because you know she's even like pretty restrained with her and TJ. They talk about the sexual relations, you know, all that stuff. Seems like maybe she just lived in a little bubble for a little while. So it seems
I heard something else.
Yeah, sorry, it was very close to butthole. Who knows where she lived?
That's true.
But I think she's just a very sheltered girl, and so it's kind of fun to see her go through these like really awkward moments on the show where everyone else is like, what?
But you know, like, I didn't think she was that awkward in the first season. I'm just laughing because she even got slapped by Summer Rae and then she had a messed up nose.
I know. She had a nosebleed at brunch.
Yeah. How does this all
awkward.
happen?
She has so many awkward moments, but I think she was just raised that way. That's the thing. She's conservative. She screams conservative. At least she's being herself.
Yeah.
And by a bunch of guys.
Cute.
She had a pretty guy-heavy household that, you know, she was probably a tomboy growing up, I would imagine. So
Yeah.
I don't know. She's awesome. I mean, I love her, and she's great in the ring
awesome.
too. So,
But
this show is so funny for her.
It's so funny, and it works for her because the strange thing is, no matter how awkward she is, of all people, Nikki decides to tell her a huge secret that she has not told in over 10 years, except to Brie, that she was once married when she was in her early 20s to her high school sweetheart for 3 years. That was a big deal.
Yeah, just a little tequila and shabam.
She didn't even seem drunk either, unless she's like a slothy drunk. I mean, I guess
Well,
it's
you know, when you drink progressively throughout the day, it's just kind of like it tapers off.
Yeah.
Overly drunk. I feel like she definitely had a buzz going.
Yeah. She seems like she's no stranger to alcohol, so I think she can handle it. But
That's true.
I was surprised that it came out just like, it was very casual the way that it
Very
came out.
casual.
Natty, of all people, like you said. She's so not a good idea.
And then when Brie finds out, she tells Nikki, you gotta tell the parents or something.
You better get ahead of this.
Right.
Yeah. Because they said that Natty has a big mouth, and I felt bad for Natty again. They just said it in passing.
Well, and they're also saying it on the show. So once you pop that.
It's stupid to me because she says, can't believe I told her. Now you got to tell this. It's like, you knew what you were doing when you said it. This is all going to come out.
And it's like, you didn't just tell Natty.
Yeah.
You told all these cameras.
You told camera B and camera C.
Probably 3 times. And they're like, can you say that again? I'm like, on this side. But.
Kayfabe.
Yeah.
Got to keep it kayfabe.
Excuse me. So Nikki has to tell her family. So she decides at the end of the show, it was, I don't remember how the sequence was, but Nikki does end up telling her family, which is her brother, her brother's wife, I believe, her parents, and Brie when she's in there, that she was once married. And I felt like the family was okay, but it was the brother who was just being butthurt about it.
Yeah.
How's John Cena gonna feel? John Cena's not gonna be happy about it or whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. He was just upset that she had kept it secret for so long. They seem like a pretty tight family.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the mom. So I think they were just upset she hadn't said anything.
And she told Brie, so if I were her brother, I'd feel left out.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just an emphasis to have a man get pissed. So, because she said, well, if my brother's this mad, I can't imagine how John Cena's gonna feel. Because,
Yeah, hard to say.
You mean you're saying it's all stage? What?
This, it definitely had shades of when Eva Marie had to tell her family, but it went way better than that conversation.
Yeah.
He was like, no, flat out no. Like, that whole scenario was very dramatic. And this was just kind of like, oh, well, that was stupid, so let's move past it, and you should tell John.
Yeah.
Except for the brother. But even that was, like, pretty mild compared to Eva Marie's family.
Yeah.
Who I still may not be talking to her. I don't know. You know, like.
Oh, I think they're talking to her now, right? Because Eva Marie got sick, so her parents came
Yeah,
by.
but they came, like, begrudgingly.
Yeah.
You know.
They're like, oh,
Didn't seem like it was that great over there.
Maybe they moved past it now after coming to visit her.
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll find out in season 3.
But that's true. I personally just want to say I wasn't that surprised that Nikki had a secret this big, because for me, at this Nikki, with her personality, that's not something so shocking. That
She wants to get married.
Yeah, she seems very spontaneous. quite the opposite of her sister.
Right.
You know, so anything goes for her.
I love that they got married and she was like, and then we just kind of like ignored it.
Yeah.
For 3 years.
Yeah, and we just started like seeing other people, and then one day we're like, wait,
this might be a
Yeah.
problem.
And she said she got an annulment, or did she get?
she said she got annulled. I didn't even know you can annul after 3 years. I thought
I don't know a lot lot about it.
I don't know.
Me
I
neither.
do not know a thing. About
I don't
it.
know, especially if Elvis is the person that married you.
yeah, she did emphasize that too. She's like Elvis
Might be easier.
and Elvis.
I'm shocked it didn't get leaked before now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that's true.
Anywhere at all that she had been married in the past.
Maybe it got created for that. She's like,
Maybe.
they're like, hey guys, you want to say that Nikki was married? Yeah, let's do it. How about with Elvis too? Great idea. But they also back at in Cabo, they also had a little bonfire on their last night. All their alcohol and Eva Marie with that bottled water, and they all say, you know, good things to Brie about, you know, what makes Brie Brie and stuff. Now I thought that
Oh,
was
that was
kind of
cute.
nice.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
Yeah, it was a good moment. They don't have this season, especially. We've had very few sweet moments. It's been a lot of
Cats.
catfight,
Drama.
Yeah.
and drama. So this episode and a little bit last episode had a lot of cool moments where they actually felt like friends, rather than like, you six are gonna be on this show.
Yeah.
We got the twins and the other ones. You know, it was just very much
Yeah.
like they've actually bonded now, and it feels like a cohesive group of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's kinda nice.
episode they made everyone very likable, except for Eva Marie,
Summer Rae.
excuse me, Summer Rae.
So do you think that Summer Rae will be off then for season 7?
No, season 7.
Or
Wow. When?
She could be. Season
be.
7
Wow.
might not be Summer Rae.
She might be there.
season 3?
She'll be like 40 at that point, but you
Well,
know.
so you guys said they're officially bringing on Rosa Mendes.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that
They
true?
are bringing Rosa Mendes.
Okay.
And I read that Summer Rae will be returning as well.
You did. Okay.
That's 3 blondes on the show. I mean, Rosa Mendes just recently went blonde, so who knows? She might go back to
She might revert.
back to black.
What if she's becomes pink?
All black everything.
No, pink is all black everything.
know.
She could be green. Every diva could have a different color.
That'd be fun. It'd be like the Power Rangers, except in hair.
Exactly.
You could join.
I got to do some dyeing and then I'll join. But
All sort of pink everything.
everything, depending on which show you watch, pink. But before we go a little further into our predictions and stuff, let's talk about telling all our friends to go to iTunes.
Except not,
Except not.
because we just are sending them to YouTube because iTunes is having problems.
Oh, I didn't know iTunes was having problems as well. I
I
thought it
believe,
was
isn't
just
that
the
right?
website.
Isn't iTunes still having issues?
It's true. Well, it's our website, but we're fixing that, and it will be up on iTunes shortly. So those people watching this can go onto iTunes, hopefully right afterwards, eventually, and download it for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sound God.
Yeah.
I like that. I am a god.
I like that sound goddess.
Tomato, tomato.
And so she said it. There you have it.
So there you go. Go to iTunes.
Go
Forget
to
what
iTunes
I said.
or YouTube.
Or YouTube.
You're probably
Yes.
already there if you're watching us at YouTube. So, but let's continue some news and gossip. News and gossip sound. There we go. Yay!
TV News.
So yes, Rosa Mendes is returning. Season 3 has been officially announced. It's going to start September 7th.
Yeah, they've signed up for 10 episodes,
Yep.
and with the right to renew or add more or whatever. Like this season, they
Mm-hmm.
added the extra ones
Right,
at the
right,
end.
right.
Why isn't Alicia Fox going to be on this show? She is basically already on the
know.
show by how many times she's like hopping over into the scene.
I like
but
your hopping over.
she does a little scuttle, but she's awesome. And on Raw right now, she's kind of like flipping out, going crazy. She's becoming this like crazy girl, sort of Solange going kind of thing.
Solange.
But I'm just surprised they wouldn't add her, but maybe they just wanted Rosa for different kind of variety or something. But I really
Season
like her.
4?
Yeah.
Maybe season 4.
Or 7. I don't know.
Or
Or 7.
you're making big
Whatever
plans.
works.
Big plans.
Big plans, big dreams.
Are they gonna put the Total Divas on the network? I didn't realize, but I don't
I
think it's on
thought
the
it
network.
was on the network.
Is it? I looked
think
for it and I
so.
couldn't find it.
Really?
I haven't seen it on
Well,
the
the network's not totally done, right? It
I mean,
feels
they're
like
gonna
there's
keep
still
adding and
some-
adding and adding, but
yeah. But like the rumor was that they were supposed to, after it airs on E, then they would put it on the network.
yeah,
So-
maybe like a windowed thing that comes on a few days later. I don't know. I couldn't find it today because my DVR be tripping.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I got it to work eventually.
I hope so. Unless you're like winging the whole entire after show.
And that Eva Marie.
So I also, this show, I realized, I didn't realize, I read, averages 1.3 million viewers, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
Huge.
that's really great.
It's really great for you, too.
And it's in the top 5 in its time slot, which is really good. The lowest rated episode was the WrestleMania, when they were doing, was it WrestleMania? No, it was the pay-per-view afterwards, where it was red and gold.
Oh, was it SummerSlam or where were they? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but it was like one of the lowest rated episodes of this season. But anyway.
And you never know. That a lot of times that's like, there was this other weird competing thing. Oh, it was the same day as the pay-per-view. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, extreme rules.
My bad speaking results into the slow understanding.
My brain ain't so good.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, yeah. All right. And the final 2 episodes of this season starts next week. It's going to be next week and next
Part
week.
1 and part 2.
It's a 2-parter.
Yeah. And we're going to watch...
I liked that.
It's dramatic.
We're going to watch Brie become Mrs. Danielson.
Aww.
Which, you know, by the way...
I'm excited for that.
And he's hurt right now, which is really sad.
Yeah, he is. So we'll watch him while he's not hurt.
Oh, he's not hurt, yeah.
It was actually kind of cool to hear Brie in the confessional say she might be a mom soon.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
can you imagine?
Yeah.
She's so skinny.
She's so skinny. She's so skinny, yeah. And then, of course, Bye Bye and Chingle Chingle are available May 11th.
Listen,
On iTunes?
I was looking for these songs last week. I found them.
Me too.
And I'm done with it. They are not good.
Okay.
Did you pay for that?
Trinity's is okay.
I was like, what?
Trinity's I like. I like the Dance All Night or Dance...
It's Dance All Night.
Dance All Night. I like Dance All Night. But Bye Bye makes me want to slap somebody.
And Chingle Chingle, same.
I didn't even... After Bye Bye, I was just like, you know what?
I just imagine them sounding the same.
Bye.
Girl Bye.
Girl Bye. Boy Bye. And also Trinity's single, Dance All Night, her music video came out as well. Yes. And we have a very quick clip of it.
Let's take a look.
With her dance moves. There it is. Her bun.
I dig her dance moves.
Oh, she's so good.
She is so good.
And action.
I can't wait to see it.
Sorry, it's the internet, you know.
It looks fabulous.
Stupid YouTube.
And her man, John Fatu, I can't pronounce his name.
He made a little appearance.
He made an appearance in there. It was kind of interesting. They had like a little love story. I was like, oh, come on, we know how this
They have a cute relationship.
It was like that boy in the club and looking at him, and he was like drinking.
He's like, girl, sup.
I like that girl with that. She's got that.
Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
There, it looks fabulous.
Her costume came together nicely.
And we got to see how it happened.
She did a great job.
And she keeps doing the splits in the air, on the floor.
Hey, if I could, I'd do it.
I'd
split on this table.
What I'm saying is...
She split everywhere in this video.
So good.
Yes.
Doing all this. She's a really good dancer, a really good wrestler. She's married to a really cool guy. They have like a really good relationship. Yeah. I really like that.
They seem very genuine.
Yeah.
The two of them together.
I agree. So, thank you, Roya. And so go catch the rest of her video.
She's so pretty.
On E-News, wherever I found, not I found it, Danielle actually found it for us.
Yeah, I think it's on
eonline.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's that TV.
Right. There you have it. Very well. Let's talk about some predictions, because I have some prediction questions.
Me too.
There it is.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Oh, are you Mario Karting over there? By the way, I got the new Mario Kart.
You did?
Yeah. We'll
I
have to
didn't
talk
know
about
it
it
was on
afterwards.
sale. Okay, we'll talk about
I
it.
really want to talk about.
That's why I'm like, I didn't think it was on sale. What the heck?
I know some people.
Oh.
Can you hook us up?
Maybe.
Okay. All right,
we just met.
Later.
We're gonna have a Mario Kart after show on Total Divas next week. So do you guys think obviously Nikki's gonna have to tell John Cena for the drama or whatever. Do you think John Cena will care?
Yeah.
You do?
I do. For a second. I mean, it'll get resolved, but he'll care for a moment.
He's already got marriage issues.
Yeah.
That we know.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna help. So I'm not sure how big of a... I mean, he's like the most mild-mannered wrestler that you could ever have. He seems like such a great guy. I mean, he does all the Make-A-Wish stuff. I mean, he went to go see her nanny or her nana.
Oh yeah, her nana sprite.
Yeah, in this episode.
Yeah.
Just everything about him is just so golden. So I'm sure he'll be upset, but
He'll get past it.
I thought it was good that they asked her at the end of the episode around the fire pit. They're like, now, if he wanted to have kids but not get married, would you do it? Or if he didn't want to have kids and didn't want to get married, would you stay with them? And she ultimately was like, yes.
That kind of made me sad for her because she's willing to sacrifice her, her dream and her future of having children for him because she's afraid she won't find love like that again.
Yeah. Can I ask the random question of why Natty got her hopes up in this episode?
Oh,
Did you catch on to that? How Natty...
She did keep saying it.
She did.
I think he'll definitely
6
do
months.
it. I'm like,
I know.
stop talking.
Yeah,
Natty. Just stop.
Natty, who has the best marriage of anyone, as far as I can tell.
That's like of all people to listen to, it might not be Natty.
Yeah.
But then Nikki's like, you know what? Let me open my secret up to you because you said that. But,
TJ drives me crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Marriage is just a piece of paper at the end of the day, I feel.
Sure.
But kids, I mean, that's a different, that's like taking your life in a different direction. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
they gonna
Yeah.
get married
I don't
eventually.
think he's proposing.
You think
this season,
so?
That's all.
Yeah, not soon.
Huh.
But eventually he'll fold.
I did hear that Nikki's brother ends up telling John about.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's rude.
That is
That's what I
rude.
heard.
Like, who is that? He's like a little
The grapevine. Yeah, he's a little tattle.
tattle.
I think she tried to tell him and then she didn't, and so the brother did.
Oh,
Oh,
Who
JJ.
knows? Who knows?
that's Danielle's.
Just saying, these are my predictions.
We'll see if you're right.
I love there's some kind of wedding talk next episode that I am interested to see how Brie. It sounds like Brie wants to blow that wedding. Oh, 120K is what they said on the
that's
preview.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very curious because Daniel Bryan doesn't seem like he's that kind of guy.
It's so funny because he makes good money and he's just very kind of Scrooge McDuck, about sharing the bus and everything.
But you gotta be. I mean,
Yeah.
look at he's having neck surgery. I mean, he just had neck surgery on Thursday.
True.
It's like you never know when 1 minute you're making top dollar, you're the head honcho at the WWE, and the next week you can't get in a ring.
Yeah,
so
That's true.
never know.
He's very different from John Cena, who's very lavish about his
Oh,
life.
yeah.
Right.
in such a weird way though,
so
like so
weird.
generically rich. I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of taste.
He just has like a castle in Florida that he sold to live with. Did he sell it to live with Nikki and stuff?
Did he sell it? I think he did.
I think
sell
he
it.
did, yeah.
That new place is much better, but that's because she picked it out.
Or the producers did. But
Yeah.
What else?
Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to our after show. And in the meantime, you can continue to follow us. Everyone, where can we follow everybody?
You follow me on Twitter at Danielle Elise P and on Instagram at Danielle Pascente.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TheWalkingDale, and you can also find my other delightfully nerdy wrestling show on Nerdist.com.
And he also cooks, which is
Oh
pretty
yeah, and I
cool.
do have a cooking show. But
Yeah, he cooks. And you can find me on Instagram as well as Twitter at KAORIOUS. And you can follow the AfterBuzz family here at AfterBuzz TV. And thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
Buzz
you
you
later.
later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.